They was talking about booty earlier, so they probably trying to, let us absorb some holiness while we was there. So I think that's what happened. But yeah, we got up out of there. And then we headed to the Coliseum. Look, 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 it's me, M3, but you already know.
It's me, M3. You are so funny. That is like hilarious.
Yo, it's me, M3, but you already know. If you haven't seen the previous video, please look at that before you watch this. So after we left the Vatican, we went to the Coliseum. We got into our Uber, which is out there. Is this every Uber is like a Mercedes truck, Mercedes car, Mercedes van. They have Mercedes everything out there, and Fiats everywhere. So we walked to the spot where we got our Uber, and this is the sign was behind us. Of course, they noticed it. Terrible. We got in the Uber, and as we were driving, guess where the conversation went to next? Pegging. Anyways, we went to the Coliseum. It was pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? It's not much. It's just a big ruin, and you go upstairs, go around the balcony, you see the view from the top. You see the stage or the place where they did all the fighting, but then half the floor is taken up, so you can see like the underneath where they kept the people and the animals and stuff down there. So I mean, it's not it's dope seeing it in person. So we chilled there for a little bit. We took some pictures. You know what I'm saying? Pretty nice. And so while we was sitting there looking off into the sunset, Halimo told this random guy, "Hey, he's a basketball player," and that guy was like staring at us, was trying to like come closer, trying to figure out who we were. So as we was about to leave, I told him, I was like, "Bro, we're not a basketball players. We just tall. Not even tall. I'm 6 feet. Kenny, what, 6'1", 6'2"? We're not even that tall. We'd be short point guards if we were in the NBA." But the disappointment on his face, he kind of low key snapped on Halimo for saying that too. Like, don't come out here saying that people are NBA players when they're not. When we get visitors out here, the celebrities and stuff, we appreciate them. And you sitting there lying to my face? To my face? After that, you know what I'm saying, sun was going down. And I guess the ghost of the Coliseum comes out at night, because as soon as the sun started going down, they start kicking everybody out. Halimo couldn't even smoke a cigarette. They was like, nah, smoke on the way out. And then all the lights came on. And then we were out that quick. But then we decided to get something to eat, and there was a restaurant like right across the street. They had some pretty decent food, you know what I'm saying, everywhere. All the food in Italy was all fresh. All the pasta, fish, everything was fresh. Me and Kenny had a couple drinks. You know what I'm saying? I had what was it called? The green Japanese or Japan or something. It was a Japanese green or something like that. It was good. But my problem is that I needed like 3 or 4 of them just to feel, you know what I'm saying, feel good. So I decided to ask the pretty waitress, what drinks you recommend that's a little stronger and still tastes good. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know what I'm saying, I'm a mixologist low key, you know what I'm saying? I got her attention the best way I knew. Excuse me. So she came over, she could have said anything. She could have said any drink on the menu, and I'd have been like, oh, okay, I'll try it out. But she didn't give me no answer. She just looked at the menu for like 5 minutes, just looking over it. She was like, I don't know. And then she went to go get another guy to help me with my question. Now, I'm not trying to sound mean, but this guy, he was a young guy, probably about 18, 19, maybe 20 years old. He came out, and this guy, he was a black guy, but he had like a white guy haircut, like, like on creating a character on a video game, you create a black guy and they don't have no black guy haircut, so you got to pick a white guy haircut. This is exactly what his looked like. It looked just like this.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9. It's just a joke. Come on. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
So he recommended some drink. I don't know what it was. And I was like, I'll let Kenny get that, and then I just wait and see what he think about it, and then I might get one. So Kenny tried it. It was gross. I didn't get one. I asked the lady again, "Excuse me, have you been to the bar right down the street?" I was like, "They look kind of live down there, you know what I'm saying? They got music playing loud, you know what I'm saying? There's colorful lights and stuff down there." She's like, "Yeah, I've been down there." I was like, "Are they drinks better than your drinks?" She was like, "Of course not." I looked her right in the eye. I was like, "Okay." So we paid for our drinks and then went right down the street to that bar that she was talking about. The bar was called the Coming Out Bar. It was a gay bar. We got there and the waitress was like, "Can I sit you inside or outside?" We was like, we was already outside, you know what I'm saying? We ate outside. It was pretty nice outside. And so the waiter came over to clean off the table. And there was like a moth on the table, like a huge moth, like the size of a pterodactyl or something. And he tried to wipe off the table. It flew up. He gave the craziest noise I've ever heard.
Oh my god!
It ran away. Yes, our waiter ran away from a moth. The waitress came over and gave us our drink menu. And I was like, "A couple of these sound good." And I was like, let me get the Pride. That sound good." She was like, "Okay." She was like, "For you?" Kenny was like, "Can I try the unicorn?" And she was like, "No." Okay. She was like, "Can I get the drag queen?" And she was like, "No." She was like, "We don't have the ingredients for that stuff right now. We're running low because it's like the end of the night or whatever." And he was like, "Oh, okay." That was wild. So he ordered a drink. I don't remember what he ordered. And we chilled. Our flight was the next day to go to Sardinia. That was the next part of the trip. And so we got to our place, went to bed early, and woke up the next morning. Well, I woke up early the next morning. Houseway. We walked around each room 7, 8 times to make sure we didn't forget nothing, because if we forget something, it's theirs now. We eventually got to the airport. We was only like an hour late. And so we walked up to the thing and it was like, "Oh no, you guys are late. We closed down the baggage area, so you missed your flight, sorry." And so we was like, "Can we like go to the next flight or something?" And it was just like, "You gotta buy a new ticket." I mean, the tickets was cheap, like $60, $70 anyway. Well, mine was $44, but I didn't pay for my bags yet. And so it was like, "Hey, buy tickets to the next plane." The next plane was in 8 hours. 8 hours we had to wait at the airport. So we got the tickets and sat down. It was like, we're not about to sit here for 8 hours. We can just get an Uber and drive off back into the city and then just come back. So Stephanie found a place to eat that was gluten free. We didn't want to carry our bags all around and we couldn't check our bags in and stuff. So we had to go downstairs and check our bags into lockers. So we went down there, checked our bags in, and then we headed to the place. We ate some gluten-free pizzas and other stuff, some cookies, some little pies. They're pretty good. So we just sat there and chilled for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It was like a boardwalk type area. It had like 12 stores. It's like on a one strip, and we just went to the ice cream shop. You know what I'm saying? Ate some gelato. It was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh man, we got 3 hours into our flight. We might as well just leave now. So we all got on our phones to get an Uber, and there was no Ubers anywhere around there. So we went to the different stores and was asking, "Hey, do you guys know where we can get like a Uber or a taxi or something?" And everybody was like, "No, we could get the bus. Bus 114 goes to the bus stop, but that bus come whenever it feels like, you know what I'm saying? Good luck." We was kind of worried, like, how are we going to get back? I was like, why come there's no Ubers around here? Straight hood. That's why it was like this. That's why no Ubers and stuff came there. But this little area we was in was like normal looking area. I don't know. But I knew we was trapped. So we was like, we can walk down the street and try to walk to the next town over, or walk to the next, you know what I'm saying, area, see if we can find an Uber or somewhere else. So we decided to start walking. We started walking, we went around the corner, and bam, nothing but highway. We was just like, oh, we ain't going that way. So I was like, I was getting upset. I was already mad. I was like, man, we about to miss another flight because y'all want to sleep. And so I turned around and I was like, ain't that bus 114 right there? Everybody turned around and was like, yes. Steph and Ken ran to the bus to stop him, to ask him, hey, are you guys going to the airport? And they was like, yeah. And a black lady was on the bus and it was like, no, we're not. This bus do not go to the airport. We go to the bus stop area, and then there's another bus that go to the airport. It was like, man, we just trying to get out this town so we can like get a ride to the airport. And it was like, well, this is probably the only option. So we all hopped on the bus and went to the bus stop area. And so we got to the bus stop area. We was asking around, hey, how do we get to the airport? There was no taxis there. A lot of buses, but none of them went to the airport. And then we asked the kiosk guy, and he was like, yeah, I got some bus tickets right here, $10. We bought those, and so we was sitting there, hour to our flight, sitting there mad at the bus stop. Finally, our bus came around the corner, because they was like, look for a blue bus. Hella blue buses came by. Found the blue bus with our number on it, and he was like, I'm on break.
No! No! No!
And so he wasn't leaving no time soon. And so we was panicking. We was like, oh man, 45 minutes until we leave. Like, what we supposed to do? So we went to the taxi place again. Was like, are you sure you don't have any taxis around? And he was like, I'll see again. And he called a message out through the little PA system or whatever. It was just like, we got a taxi close. Lucky you. And he came in like 2 minutes. It was right there. We hopped in and headed to the airport finally. Finally got to the airport 20 minutes before the place. And so we still had to run downstairs to get our bags. So we ran downstairs, got all our bags out the lockup. And Halimo and Kenny got their bags first and just took off. Steph got her bags, took off. I was waiting for my bags. Finally got my bags. I turned around, they all gone. So I'm sitting there running like I was one of those people that I hate that be running through the airport like they crazy. I'm like, bro, why are you running through the airport? I turned into the airport runner. I was terrible. First time ever being the airport runner. I'm running through the airport. I finally caught up to Steph. And I was like, good, I'll just follow her because I don't know where I'm going. So I followed her. We went upstairs. Immediately got lost. We didn't know where we was going. We was like, bruh, where are we going? Like, I thought this was place. We forgot that we had to go outside and go to the next building over. So we calling Kenny, like, what's going on? He's like, I'm waiting for you. I'm trying to hold up the line a little bit so you guys can get your bag checked in. We was like, all right, well, we trying to find it. Like, he's like, the next building, you got to go outside. And we was like, oh my God. So we went outside in the scorching heat, ran down the block, or ran down to the next building, got in there. It's hot, everybody sweating.
We made it, man. We did it. Everybody okay? Everybody all right?
And then finally got our bags checked in. Barely made it because they was closing. And so then we walked to the plane. You know what I'm saying? We had random seats. And I got my Kanye West on while I'm sitting in my seat. You know what I'm saying? And then we took off. And we headed to Sardinia, where things like this happened. If you want to see your friend again, send me $1 million. But we gonna say that for next time.